Hey friends, how are you all doing today? I hope you're doing well. I super appreciate and I'm having a bunch of fun sharing my art journey with you all, and you guys have been sharing your art journey in my Facebook group, ACRYLIC Troe Art Friends. I think I know the name. It's ACRYLIC Troe Artist Friends or something like that. I'll put the link in this video description. So one of the galleries I sell in is in downtown Omaha, Nebraska. It's the Artist Cooperative Gallery. And they supplied these plywood wood panels to each artist, and we can paint one, and there's a covered entryway that we display these panels in, which is really fun. And I've sold 2 of them so far. So this is my 3rd panel. I put 2 coats of clear gesso on this side. And before that, I sanded down the edges a little bit. And then I put 1 coat on the back side. The knots are kind of pretty, but there's like lots of little teeny holes. So this is definitely the nicer side. It's approximately 16 by 16 inches. I noticed it was just a little short on this side, so I'm gonna have it be wide because I think it'll hang better that way. Out there, I'm gonna write the word love on it, which I think it's just a great way to start a painting. Isn't that fun? And oh, you probably can't see it. So I wrote it in orange so that, because I'm going to paint it kind of yellow, it'll blend in. There, now you can kind of see it. I'm really liking, this is going to sound like a commercial, because I've got, I have an affiliate link with Hippie Crafter, and there's information and a description and a link in this video's description. You can just skip over that. If you choose to check them out and buy something through Hippie Crafter and use that link, that's attached to my name, I make a few pennies, but it won't affect your price. Okay, that definitely was a commercial. Here's what it looks like. They're really fun. And I'm really liking the soft pastels because they're a bit on the harder side and they don't leave a ton of dust. And look at those gorgeous colors. I did a video, I'll link in this video description, where I tested them out on watercolor paper. And then I've still got it up. I've got a flamingo on my chalk wall here in my studio. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I just squirted out the end of a tube of Naples yellow. Do I have it sitting here? I think I threw it away. It's Liquitex Basics Naples yellow. So I'm going to paint that on here with some titanium white just to get some paint down. And then I've got to figure out which cow I'm going to paint and what flower I'm going to put in it. So I've painted Trouble, which was a little 3 to 4 minute video that I did before I was even thinking about doing serious YouTube videos, and it has lots of views, which is really funny. And I ended up setting up a traceable for it. I'll link that in this video description. And then I painted Trouble 2.0 and it sold right away. And then I painted Trouble 3.0 and it just sold. So now we're going to paint Trouble 4.0. Okay, that was quite the introduction. Let's have some fun. Okay, let's stop a sec and talk about what colors I'm using here. I use a little Prussian blue and bright aqua green for the sky. And then I put a little raw sienna in the sky too, just to help mute it down. The Prussian blue is a muted blue. And it still, to me, looks quite bright blue and kind of, I've been doing the aqua skies lately. I think I did it on the rooster. Chicken hearted, yeah, I did. With the clouds. I was thinking I might put clouds in here, I don't know. Might just leave it. And then I added a little yellow. Hang on, I'm just putting down paints because my hands are full. A little cad yellow medium hue to mix the greens. And I'll show you my palette here. So Prussian blue. I had a bunch of bright aqua green there. I put a little Prussian blue in it, a little raw sienna in it to make my sky color, and then a bunch of white, titanium white. And then I used a, where is it? A 1-inch brush from Blick Art Materials to just, I like the sweep. I think I said in the last video, sweepy skies. And actually I've got a little brown chalk pastel that I can see that's in the paint. I don't know if I mind that. And then I pulled out some of my sky color, pulled out some of my sky color and added a bunch of yellow to it and got this pretty sort of sap green. And then pulled some of that forward, added blue to it to get a dark blue green, and then pulled some forward and added a little bit of sienna to it to get kind of a warm brown green, and then used my whites. And just painted, just kind of indicated grasses. I wasn't gonna do this quite the same, but I decided I would. It's very similar. So it's the same kind of cow as the last Trouble 3.0. I don't know what kind of cow it is. It's an orange cow with a white face. Isn't that cute? I've got glare from my window there. I'm thinking about maybe making the spot on the eye bigger. I like that. Emily came in and suggested that to me. I'll definitely make the nose pinker. The link to this reference photo is in this video description. It's on Pixabay. And I could have just done a blue sky, and then I could have even hinted, I could have just painted this photo as is. But I kind of wanted to keep it in the theme of my Trouble series photos or paintings. So I think next I'm going to save this palette in case I need the colors, or I need to mix more of the colors. I'll have a reminder of what I use. I also leave the paint tubes out in my art tray next to me, or if I'm on my art table, I leave them out on my art table so I know which paints I use also. I think we'll start working on the cow a little bit. A lot of raw sienna. I might throw in some orange. Not sure if I'm gonna, lately I've been making the nose really pink. Oh, and I think I'll use some burnt umber. I could use some unbleached titanium. I could just kind of mix an unbleached titanium with a little bit of yellow and burnt umber and a lot of white. We'll just figure it out, and I'll pop back in and let you know what I decide. I just want to pop in to say that last bit was the live. I'm painting shapes on the cow's face, so it's not looking so great right now, but I'm finding some color. This is going to be in shadow for the most part, so it's bluer. He or she's got a spot on the cheek and then a spot around this eye that I want to try to make bigger. So just kind of getting some paint down, figure out where I'm going. Nothing too fancy yet. The layers really help me, and I kind of already have made decisions, so then I can come back with a brush and, you know, play with the detail and play with the hair. Okay guys, I'll be back in a bit. Hey friends, I thought we'd stop for a second and take a little tour. So I'm liking the blue sky and the green grass better. I did adjust it a little bit. If you've been following along, you notice I've lightened this up a little bit, darkened this up a little bit. I pretty much have everything figured out. The eyes are looking a little spooky. But you can see I'm using that yellow background I painted to be the warm glow underneath what will be white fur. We'll see how well it works as we go. I thought you might want to take a little look. So nothing's really done. I mean, in some ways it could be done. It just depends on how impressionistic you want it. Like for me, I like showing more fur strokes in the ear. And see, the eyes are really light. They need to be a lot darker. Oh, and I was going to make that patch bigger. Try doing that. So I don't know if you can see it in the video, but like there's a little bit of green underneath on the bottom part here. When you get back, I don't know that it looks that green. Well, maybe it does a little bit. This ear's in a little bit better shape. Okay, I don't know if there's really anything else I need to say. I'm just keeping in mind shadow, you know, structure. The cow has a little swirl here that I may or may not talk more about, that kind of thing. But I think we're in good shape. This next part usually goes faster when I go back over it again with another coat of paint. And then this was pre-sanded, but really I could have sanded it a bunch more. There's quite a bit of texture on it, which I like though, because I don't know if you can see right here. It makes some really interesting texture. I like it. Some people would want it sanded smooth, like if you bought a cradled panel. Okay, I will be back in a bit. Hey friends, let's stop a minute and take a little tour. So really close to done on the cow. You know, I could nitpick things and I don't know that it'd make any difference. Like I'm thinking about making maybe this just a solid white shape here instead of, I've got a little bit of color change, but you know, when I look at it in the video, you don't see it so much. But then when I'm on top of it, there, you can see I've got some brushstroke changes. So I just wanted to take, I think I'm gonna do daisies. I like daisies. Plus it'll be more white and more yellow. So I'm gonna put a daisy in the mouth and we'll put some daisies down here and then we'll pretty much be done. All right, so let's take a look here. Okay, and then I'm gonna get closer so you can see, kind of see the chin and that loose piece that's under the chin. I kind of indicated and hinted at the cowlick it has right here. Because cows have those swirls. All right, you want to see the nose. The nose has yellow in it. That's a little different for me. I really like it. Not quite as pink as some of my other noses too. But it's fun. It's fun to change it up. I made the eye patch bigger. Get closer for the eyes. I don't know if it'll focus, but we'll go a little closer where you can see one of the eyes. There's a little blue in there. I don't know if you can tell. Towards the top of the eyeball, there's a little blue. Sometimes I put a lot more blue in the eyes. The ears are catching some sunlight. Let me know if I'm assuming I would want a little tour. End up putting some yellow on the horn. I like that. I like the top of the head. I have a little more contrast than this in the photo, but I like it. Here's the other ear. There's a little pink in that ear. And then one of the things I'm thinking, let's stick it back on the easel here. I think it does it. I might make this just a little more white, although I don't know that it would change much, but maybe make this a little softer because it's a bullseye. And it was over here on the cow and I moved it closer. But I also don't, I think this still commands plenty of attention. I don't want it to cause, I don't want it to have too much attention here. The most important thing is the cow face. But maybe we'll wait till we get some daisies on it because that'll help bring us over here. This is pretty quiet. And you do want some quiet areas. Alrighty, I think that's the only comments I have. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'll get back to you and I'll be back in a bit after I get this finished. Hey, what do you think? I think it turned out great. I always like the expressions on animals' faces. I just think they're precious. I really like the daisies. I'm glad I went with that. You could go with yellow daisies or black-eyed Susans or whatever they're called. Or any flower you want. Oh, sorry, I just hit my microphone cord. Hopefully that didn't make a noise. So let's take a look at the daisies. So I just put one. Painted it sort of a grayish brownish color and then added a couple layers of white. Hopefully that's focusing. I'm leaning way to the left and I can sort of see my phone. So it's very similar to the way I've done the other ones. until I find something new that I like better. I like the really soft hints of flowers. They get a little stronger, and then a few stronger ones. I think this one has a few more strong ones than my other paintings. Paintings similar to this. It's not fun, but like the blurry sort of faded still drops back. I think that's fun. So I paint it with a little bit of muted white and then come back with little pops of white. The layers can help you. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. I really enjoy having you guys tag along with me. I learned so much from you guys. I super appreciate your support. Great, big, happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.